Hi there, I'm Nerdy Pickle, and this is week 3 with my current family of foster dogs, the Beetlejuice litter. I have 2 other videos up from the first week when they were dropped off here, and the second week where I worked on building trust with the mama dog Barb. When we left off last week, the puppies had just begun opening their eyes. Now, all 6 of them have fully opened their eyes. They're waddling around the playpen, starting to play with each other, getting a little curious about their surroundings. I had talked in the previous video about the whole family, mom and puppies, getting medicine for their congestion. Starting out this week, I was seeing slow improvement with the puppies. They definitely sounded better. Here's what they sounded like in the clip I showed last week. And here's what they sound like this week. Much better. You don't hear that congested sound when they're breathing anymore. I had to do a few blanket swaps, of course, and Barb was pretty excited about this one in particular. This comforter is so poofy. It served me well throughout college and beyond. And now it will undoubtedly be covered with poop. The puppies were pretty happy about this one too, getting very cozy. On a side note, doesn't it sound like this puppy is mimicking me? The highlight of my week. If you don't already know, mother dogs and cats lick their babies' bottoms to stimulate them so that they can pee and poop. They can't do it on their own until they're about 3 weeks old. Being that these puppies are now about 3 weeks old, they are able to do their business. But mom still helps, and she does clean up after them, even when they go on their own. She'll stop doing this once they're eating solid food. One funny little fact about this is puppies almost always yawn when their moms stimulate them. I'm not sure the reasoning behind it, but if you see a mother dog licking their puppy to stimulate them, you can expect a big ol' yawn. Barb and I have made even more progress. She's even started showing me her silly side. She's still very much a protective mama.
What?
More so than any of the other moms I've had here. Not that that's a bad thing.
What are you doing?
If you saw my first video, you know she was separated from her babies for a couple days.
Good girl.
And she doesn't want that to happen again.
Girl.
But seeing her open up more and more every day and becoming playful shows me that she knows she and her babies are safe here. Now that the puppies are over 3 weeks old, it's time to start watching for signs that Barb may be starting the weaning process. Between 3 and 4 weeks is typically when mother dogs begin weaning. I've had dogs that didn't start that process until the puppies were 5 weeks old, and others that started right at 3 weeks. Every dog is different. As soon as weaning starts, we'll begin transitioning the pups onto gruel and eventually solid food. About halfway through the week, some new issues came up with the pups. This one in particular, Charles, woke up one morning with a crusty eye and nose. The other puppy's stool had also become a light yellow color and was in liquid form. I immediately reached out to the rescue and we got everyone started on new meds. They were already on amoxicillin, but we upped the dosage a bit and got them started on metronidazole, an antidiarrheal. In addition to those 2, the sickest puppy, Charles, started getting an antibiotic. They would each get these medications twice a day. They're also old enough to get their first round of Dewormer. Very exciting! For this, we're going to grab a bowl and a scale and set the scale to 0 with the bowl on it. I'm grabbing 2 syringes for this since Charles is sicker than the other pups, so we're going to use a different syringe for him. This is the dewormer we're using. Following the directions, we need to weigh each puppy and do some math to figure out the correct dosage. Grabbing the first puppy, Mom is keeping a close eye on things. This first puppy was just under 3 pounds. They were all between about 3 pounds and 4.5 pounds. Taking the syringe, we grab the correct amount of dewormer, and just like I showed in my previous video, stick it in their mouth, not too far back, and pop it in. It's not very tasty for them, but Mom was there for moral support every step of the way, including kisses, after being very good boys and girls and taking their medicine like champs. Checking your fosters for any signs of illness is crucial as a foster parent, especially with puppies or kittens this young, coming from shelters or the street. They are so easily susceptible to disease. Big yawn alert in 3, 2, 1. This puppy was pretty curious about what I was doing, despite being clearly so tired. I mean, that has to be the biggest yawn there ever was. Once again, Mom was there to make everything better. Last up is Charles. Poor guy was not feeling well at all. He was asleep in my hands, trying to go back to sleep in the bowl. He let out not 1, not 2, but 3 big yawns before he got his medicine. That has to be a world record. Someone call Guinness. After the final licking from Mom, everybody snuggled up and went back to sleep. It was a pretty eventful day for them, and Mom too. By the next day, Charles was already looking so much better. His nose cleared up and he was able to open his eye no problem. The meds certainly did their job. Just wiped off the remaining crusty bits after this and he was good to go. The puppies are all still on meds for at least a few more days and their stool is looking a bit better. Not 100% yet, but a definite improvement from what it was just a few days ago. At their age, the puppies are a little bit more active every day. They play with each other, which at this point is basically just biting each other in the face. Their teeth are just barely coming in. They bite things around them, which is just the playpen and blankets right now. We start giving them small toys very soon, but they're not really interested yet. They're becoming aware of their surroundings and a little more curious all the time. If you have any questions about fostering, let me know in the comments below. I foster cats, dogs, kittens, and puppies. Hit that subscribe button if you'd like to follow along with Barb and her puppies and watch them grow until they're ready for adoption. You'll see a mix of animals and gaming on this channel, as I'm a variety gamer and I stream over on Twitch to raise money for my fosters and donate to rescues. Thanks for watching!